Hi, this is Pastor Lawrence Hayes. Thank you for joining me again for 5 good minutes. I really believe 5 minutes of the day to hear an encouraging word from God can sometimes change your whole day. That's the greatest thing about God's word, is it don't take very long to change your attitude if you really receive it. Today I was thinking of 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7, when it says, "Cast all your care upon him because he cares for you." One of my favorite verses, because that's one thing I know that we all have in common. We're all going to have cares. We're all going to have things that try to come against us, and sometimes we feel like nobody understands us. One of the most frustrating feelings you can feel is when you're going through something, you're going through a battle that you think nobody understands. And sometimes it'll cause you to separate yourself from people. It'll cause you to go and look and hide yourself, and because you think nobody cares, nobody would understand you. But that's the greatest thing about Jesus, is he understands. He walked here as a man. He knows what it's like when friends leave you. He knows what it's like when people all of a sudden want to be your friend, and then when things go bad, people run. It reminds me of a story back in 1920s of a little boy in Alabama. He was walking down the streets one day on the main street, and he seen a store, and it said puppies for sale. And he walked in, and he's like, "Oh, mister, I would love to have a puppy. How much are your puppies?" And the man said, "They're $50. And the boy put his head down, he shook his head, and he said, "There's no way I have that." He reached in his pocket, he pulled out $1 and some change, and he said, "There's no way I can afford a puppy." He said, "But since I'm in here, can I at least look at him?" And the man smiled and said, "Sure." And he opens up a door to the basement, and he yells, and these puppies come running up, and they just surround this boy, and they're licking on him and jumping on him, and all of a sudden he notices one in the back that barely made it up the stairs, that was dragging his leg so slow. And that boy left all the other puppies, and he went to this puppy, and he picked it up, and he's like, "Oh, if I could have any puppy in the world, this would be the one." And the man looked and said, "Son, are you crazy? This one was born with a hip displacement. It'll never walk or run like other dogs do. It'll never be able to do what the other dogs do. And in fact, this one I don't even have for sale. I was going to wait till it got a little older, and I was going to take it to the pound and see if they'd dispose of it, because nobody wants a dog like this." And the little boy, he reached down and said, "Please don't do that, sir. Please don't send that dog away. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll work for you if I have to, but let me have this puppy." He's like, "You don't owe me nothing. If you want this puppy, I'll give it to you for free, because there's no way nobody wants this puppy." So the little boy says no, and he pulls out $1 and change that he had, and he said, "Here, I'll give you that for it." And he's like, No, it's free." He's like, "No, he's worth every penny that I have." And the man said, "Okay, I'm curious. Why would you want a dog like that? This dog can't do what you would want it to do. A little boy needs a dog that'll play fetch. This dog will never play it. He'll struggle his whole life walking." And the little boy looked up with tears in his eyes, and he pulled up his pants leg, and he had a knee brace. He had a knee that was messed up and would never be the same. And he said, "No, sir, this dog needs somebody to understand it. Somebody to understand what it feels like when you can't run with the other boys, when you can't do what other boys do." He said, "I want this dog because I can understand its pain, and that's the reason I want him." I want you to know today, if you're watching, whatever you're going through and that you think nobody understands, I promise you this, that Jesus does. And out of all the things he could pick, he looks for you. He looks for you because he understands what it's like to be hurt. He understands what it's like to know that when people turn their back on you, he understands what it's like. So today, as you're watching, I want you to know this. When you feel like the puppy that doesn't belong, and when you feel like the one that has no place, there is a God that loves you. And there's a God that says, "Cast all your care upon me, for I careth for you." I know what it's like. So whatever you're facing today, whatever mountain is in front of you, whatever obstacle you've been going through, whenever you feel the pain that you just want to escape because you feel like nobody understands, I promise you that the Lord understands what you're going through. Just cast your care upon him because he cares for you. And I want to thank you for allowing me to come into your homes today or your places of business to share 5 minutes with you, that maybe the Lord can encourage you and let you understand that he loves you and that he does understand what you're going through. God bless you and have a great day.